Hey there, got a plan Stan here. I wanted to share my Path of Courage Week 1 clear replay with you. But before we get to the gameplay, I wanted to explain why I chose Courage first. As you can see on the screen here, we've got a really nice Google Sheet that content creator Hockey, who I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, has made already. The link to it will be in the description below too, so you can take a look at it after watching this video real quick. But anyways, why are we doing Courage first? Okay, I chose Courage first because of a few characters. So we've got SP Samantha coming up in probably a couple months or so. We've got SP Rawi, we've got SP Anana, who just came out. We've got SP Safi here, who also is in the same role-based category here. And then down here, we've also got Base Safi. And I'm not going to lie, I still use her a little bit. So I included that too. But they all use the Courage materials and for their role-based Ascension skills. And I think role-based Ascension skills are going to be important for the next few months because they've already shown the special Ascension skills that they gave us here this week are for like launch characters, right? And I'm over here talking about SP Rawi and Safi and Anana and Samantha, who's not even out yet. And like, I think there's a good chance we're going to be waiting a while for those. And so I figured it would be nice to at least get 1 star, maybe 2 stars in some of these role-based ones for the characters, so they just have more power. Because like if we scroll back up and we look at the one that Safi and Anana are getting, they're getting more damage and they're getting damage reduction if they've got allies around them, which they should usually have, right? So that should just be a damage and survivability increase for our characters. So that's good. Go over to the gameplay, and I'm going to put it on my clear here, and bear with me here while it loads. And hopefully the volume's not too loud. I might actually try turning it up a teeny bit. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put it on 2x, and I'll just talk about why we've picked the characters we picked here. And I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn it down and then back up because it seems to be bugging up a little bit. Okay, but anyways, I've got both Ananas here. SP Anana is a no-brainer, and the base Anana is here for a couple of reasons, which I'll get into in a sec. But basically, the gist of this fight is that Agatha and Alexi both do lots of counterattacks. They both have the same reaction skill for this fight. They both do 3 counterattacks per turn here, and they hit pretty hard. They're not one-shotting my characters, but they're doing anywhere from like 4,000 to 6,000 damage, which is just something I don't want to deal with. And so that's why we're running all AoE damage dealers here. You know, we've got SP Anana, who's doing almost all of her, I think all of her, based on how I have her built, all of her damage is magic AoE damage, so that's one that's doing only AoE. Then I've got Pamina, who is using her Breakthrough Spear skill and using the Endless Force variation, which is basically the single target version of it, that does 150% damage over 3 hits. The kicker is it's AoE damage, even though we're using it as a single target skill. And then we've also, obviously, we've got SP Safi's ult, which is not triggering it either, even though it's calling in a bunch of single target basic attacks. Whatever, I don't care, it works. Fine. And then we've got Gloria for buffing and stuff, and then her full moon, which is the second variation, or not a variation, sorry. It's what her buff skill turns into after you use it, right? And so then she can just spam full moon. And her damage was okay. Gloria was just kind of a filler character, honestly. Like, if I remember correctly, I think base Anana actually outperformed her in this fight damage-wise, which is interesting, right? And that was fully with her SP skill, which we just unlocked. The one that does bonus damage when it's only single target, when it's only hitting 1 target. The kicker with that is it's still doing AoE damage as well, so she's safe here to not cause reaction skills too. And then, of course, we've got Luck-Fee for debuffing and goodness and stuff. And that rounds out the team. And as you can see, we go through Agata pretty easily and safely. Like, as long as you're not trying to push this too much, you're not trying to push up like 5 or 6 levels or something, I think this is going to be fairly safe here. I mean, this almost looks so safe that we could have like been autoing this potentially even with this squad. But yeah, that's the team. That's the reasoning behind why I brought each of the characters, and that's the reasoning why I picked to do Path of Courage first. And I think in the future, going forward in the next few weeks, what I'll try to do is I will continue uploading these videos for each of the paths, especially this one, the one to the right, and then the one 2 to the right, because this is the middle one, right? Like it's not one of the ones that has any of the special Ascension skills for the first 12 characters. Those are the 2 left ones. And so like in the coming weeks, I think maybe what I'll do like in a couple days is I'll film my replay for the second from the right one, since that's another one. We don't have any reason to be farming for special stuff right now, but there's probably still reasons to farm it for other characters. And so I'll just record a video for that too and put it up and go through the characters if there's anything like gimmicky based like this one is. And run down why I make the character selections I do. And yeah, that's gonna do it here. I think we're almost at the end here. If I remember correctly, it was an 11-turn fight. It was a little longer than it needed to be because of Alexi's trait lasting for 3 turns with the unlimited resolve. And so we had to wait a little bit longer than we really needed to. As far as who performed the best in here, if I remember correctly, Pamina actually got, but it's because of that hit right there. That was just playing around while the result was going. And so I got Pam to hit for 130k. So she actually ended up beating Gloria out in damage by a little bit. Like it was pretty close. She probably got her like by 10 or 20k or something. And then Basanana actually was 3rd. She got Gloria by a little bit. Then after Gloria in 4th, Luck-Fee. And then Safi was bringing up the rear because we only did 1 basic. So that's the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know who you're running for this. Let me know which path you're following. You're farming week 1. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Peace.